The consumer watchdog has been given the go-ahead to use significant powers to investigate grocery price gouging. Joining us live now, the ACCC Deputy Chair, Mick Keogh. Mick, good to see you. Thanks for your time. So what will the focus of this inquiry be?
The focus will be on the extent to which there's competition between supermarkets and the margins that are gained on the way through the supply chains. Certainly been a lot of noise lately about the gap between, for example, the farm gate price and the price that retailers are paying. And this will give us the opportunity to quite forensically look at those pieces of information and get to the bottom of what is going on there.
Yeah, so I mean, how far do your powers spread?
They're very strong. We can compel information of any sort from relevant parties, and we can also cross-examine relevant executives and people involved. So it's a very, and there's legal consequences for failing to respond. So they are very strong powers.
Mick, why has this taken so long?
Well, it's a decision for government. Those powers are only enacted when we get a specific reference from government. So, you know, it's not in our hands to decide to conduct an inquiry.
Sure, I get that. So do you feel like this is long overdue, though?
The last time we looked at supermarkets in detail was 2008. There's a lot changed since then. There's online retailing occurring. There's been consolidation in some of the supply chains. There's been significant growth of the two majors, and it still remains the fact that Australia's got one of the most concentrated supermarket sectors in the world. So I think it's well worth having a really good hard look and making sure that sector is working to all our benefit.
How has that been allowed to happen? Is it just because, you know, Coles, Woolies just became too strong, too big, too powerful, and they just basically pushed out anyone else who tried to get in their way?
When you look at the history of it, they both started as mixed haberdashery type stores way back in the post-war years. And I guess they had a pretty good head start then when they decided to switch across to grocery retailing. And then I guess since then there's been a lot of population growth in Australia, and I think they've been quite successful at securing, you know, the new shopping centre sites as they emerge. So there's been and there has been some takeovers, but not as many as people think. There's been a lot of...
And sorry to interrupt. That extends to bottle shops, you know, as well. I mean, they've all got them now.
Yes, yeah, no, it's not only expansion in grocery retailing. There's that related markets. That they've also expanded to. Not always successfully. I mean, Woolworths tried it with Masters Hardware, and that didn't work out. But by and large, they've managed to expand their footprint in a number of different ways.
So you raised this in the first response, Mick. The farmers here, they've been getting shafted for a long time now. Will this actually help them?
The potential is there. I mean, obviously we're going to look and make sure we understand the nature of any problems that emerge, but we've certainly did a similar inquiry into the dairy industry in 2018, and that resulted in very significant change in the way the industry operates. And that has certainly, as we understand it, significantly improved the bargaining power of farmers so that they're on more equal terms, if you like, in the negotiation processes. So the ACCC has a good track record of recommendations that governments adopt and that do make a difference. So if the justification is there, that was what we expect would happen.
Mick, good to have you with us this morning. Thank you.